Hello everyone. For some time I've been thinking about doing a short video once in a while to share some of my life's adventures as a life skills coach, weaver, and writer, along with some of my own personal journeys that I have taken. Now that I'm in my blissful 80s, I thought it may be time to give voice for some of us older folk. Younger ones are of course welcome to join in. One of my books I loved working on is Where Went My Want To. It took many years to finish it, with the incredible contributions from colleagues, friends, and family. Where Went My Want To is a thought for the day companion with practical life skill tips for women going through menopause and for those who love them. I want to give you just a glimpse of what others might say. And here's the book cover that you can see. And I was really honored to have this endorsement and from John W. Travis, MD. He is a physician and author of the Wellness Workbook. Most of us do not make the interrelated wellness connection among choosing a job, managing our money, living our values in our relationships, or even playing and having some fun. Sharon has done a masterful creative job helping us make that connection in Where Went My Want To. The synergy she brings to her Thought for the Day calendar is not just for women navigating through the pause, but also for men who seek to understand and share the journey together. Thank you, Sharon, for the daily gems of wit, wisdom, and even wisdom. And even whimsy. Each month of the Thought for the Day calendar covers one particular life skill. The first one is relationship core values. February is time management. March is career money management. Then goes record keeping, possession care, housekeeping, wellness, meals, child care, recreation, entertainment, reflection, and celebration. And I'll read you a snippet of the description. With each day, we all still must face the daily routines of life we simply cannot ignore. We know those life skill routines oh so well, whether we are dealing with relationships that are often at odds with our core values held dear, or the way we spend our time, work at our job, manage our money, keep the books, care for our possessions or stuff, keep the house clean, maybe not today, tread that treadmill toward wellness, eat all the right foods, make sure the kids do their homework and eat their veggies, then somehow have some fun along the way. Hopefully at the end of the day, we pause to reflect and celebrate we actually got through the day. And I want to read one that I find particularly funny that I wrote that really rings true in our lives. And let's see, this one's for upcoming June 5. For those of you who feel similarly inclined as Irma Baumbach about housekeeping, I decided to give you a laugh with my own version of a typical hypothetical day of house cleaning. Here it goes. First, I will clean the bathtubs today, no excuses, unless I discover a really good one. Then I'll move to the refrigerator. Something growing inside is calling me. There's more than cheese in there that's aging. If it walks out when I open it, I'll let it go on its way. Once I finish that jolly job, I think I'll take a break for a snack. I'm in luck. No need to vacuum up the crumbs on the floor. My swift miniature schnauzer, Daisy, did a great job. With that short pause, a little motivation has now returned. I think I'll change the bed sheets I've ignored for a month, even turn the mattress. I feel so industrious, yet it isn't just too frustrating. You make the beds, wash the clothes, and a month or two later you start all over again. Once the beds are finished, I start collecting all the clothes hanging around the house. I get a singular impression as I move from room to room. If my hubby was supposed to hang up his own clothes, the door handle would be much bigger. So I put the piles in the appropriate clothes hamper to overflowing and decide to wait on washing tomorrow, maybe. I have several outfits still in the closets not worn for years. This will be a great opportunity to see if they still fit. Stay tuned for the finale tomorrow, and that's the next day, June 6th. Here's the finale of my typical hypothetical day of house cleaning. As I come to the day's end, I pull out the vacuum, but find the sack very full, exuding a pungent stench. Although I decide to get a refill and start vacuuming, my mind wanders to the hopeful possibilities that Sears may have one I can ride. As for dusting, I've been advised to keep the cobwebs in place. They say cobwebs adorned over lampshades lessen the glare, creating a romantic ambiance. If my husband points out the light fixtures need dusting, I'll simply look at him with a narrow stare and declare, "What?" and spoil the mood? I put the vacuum away, not quite finished, giving serious thought to finishing it early tomorrow, ever confident I will get it done before my sister from California comes to visit for a week. Anyway, my friend just called and invited me out to dinner. What a great way to keep my dishes clean and conserve water. And Irma Bombeck had her quote regarding these. One was, "Housework is a treadmill from futility to oblivion, with stops off at tedium and counterproductivity." How many of us have felt that? And her other one is, "My theory on housework is, if the item doesn't multiply, smell, catch on fire, or block the refrigerator door, let it be. No one cares. Why should you?" So I thought that was kind of fun and to write that, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have an interest in this, where one might want to, for yourself or your friend or your daughter, feel free to go to my website or to Amazon, and it's right there under my name. And thank you. Have fun.